I went last year as Shinawa Haragi from Seraph of the End, and I was very excited. I had spent a long time getting ready and doing the hair and the makeup, and I don't do makeup on a regular basis. And I go there, and I'm in line waiting to get in, and there's this guy, and he approaches me from behind. He's like, "You know what I like about anime conventions?" And I'm like, "What?" I was expecting like some sweet answer. I was a naive junior. And he's like, "I love all of the girls," and then leans in very, very close. And I'm like, "Oh, that's great." Luckily, my friend was there, and she was cosplaying Mulan, and she just stepped in and smacked him with her sword. And it was very, very strange. My mom's always like, "People are gonna follow you home, they're going to watch you," and I'm like, well, that's kind of, being watched is kind of the point of wearing cosplay, but I didn't really take my mom's advice seriously until that guy did that and really came too close. If my friend hadn't stepped in, I would have probably told him off. I don't like it when people talk to me like that, and I have enough experience with my brothers to know what to say. But definitely there are some people at conventions, just like anywhere, that are a little weird, a little creepy. If you are going to a convention for your first time, go on the Facebook groups or the forums or the website and just meet some people to meet up with. Honestly, going to a convention by yourself for the first time is scary. You don't know what's going on, and it's a little bit intimidating. If you do go by yourself, which I did a couple of times, and you get into the situations where there's somebody getting too close, there's always security around, and there's always people who are willing to step in. There's a room full of people with fake swords. People are not going to let it happen. And just stand your ground. Don't let the fact that something bad could happen deter you from going. Going to that first convention changed my life. It made me more confident in who I was, and it made me more accepting. And it just made me so proud to see that I wasn't alone with my weird little obsession with anime. Even if you're a new timer, you don't know how to do makeup, or you made your costume by yourself and you don't know if it looks good, just be confident in that character, because it's not really about how you look. It's just about having fun. And I know people say that all the time, but it's really the case when it comes to conventions. Nobody's going to be like, "Oh wow, your costume sucks." Last year when I first really got into it, I wasn't like mobbed, but there was a couple people who came up and they hugged me and they're like, "Oh my god, I love your costume," and that made the whole thing worth it to me. Just that those 3 people were excited to see me, and it made me want to go back next year and this year now, and I just want to make somebody happy. I think that's why I go to conventions in the first place. It kind of it shows my mom that what I like can actually be applied. At the conventions, you meet friends that you'll have for a long time, and you just have memories that are unbelievable. Everybody has something that they're not too proud of, but it doesn't really matter at the conventions, and cosplay is kind of about that. You get to be another character, but you also get to be more you.